From its humble beginnings in 1888 as a paper tube, to the 1960s and the introduction of plastic straws, all the way through to current day where it resides in controversy, there is a straw to suit everyone's needs. There isn't, however, one logistics system that suits all companies. The logistics system of an 1800s paper tube manufacturer would comprise of vastly different functional areas than that of a modern-day plastic straw manufacturer. So what exactly is the point of origin of a plastic straw, and how does it arrive in our consumers' hands? Let's use the model of an extended supply chain to illustrate what a typical plastic straw industry chain looks like. The main component in plastic straws is polypropylene, a resin byproduct of petroleum. Other additives are combined with this raw material, such as colorants, plasticizers for flexibility, and stabilizers to ensure the plastic reacts well with environmental exposure. These sub-assemblies result in the plastic used for our straws. The plastic is then moved to a factory for manufacturing, where it is put through a series of processes: plastic compounding, straw extrusion, special operations depending on the design of the straw, and packaging. Quality control is used throughout to ensure the end product is of a high standard. The finished output, the plastic straw, is now an inventory item. At this stage, multiple activities in the logistical channel may occur, such as inventory management to control stock levels, customer service to manage customer and stakeholder inquiries, and transportation management for the movement of stock between factory and distributors. The packaged straws may then be transported to warehouses, wholesalers, via third-party logistics or internal delivery logistics for distribution to retailers, who then distribute them to the final destination in the supply chain, the customer's customer. This extended supply chain demonstrates the flow between materials management and product distribution at all stages of the supply chain. The relationship between these intra-functional logistics may also be supported by the mutual interdependence between the production, marketing, and finance functions of the firm. Coordination is integral between these functions. Information and information systems is extremely important to such coordination, as logistics is based on the exchange of substantial quantities of information between consumers, suppliers, and distributors to increase efficiency and effectiveness throughout the logistical channels. This information may be deciphered through the use of information technology. For example, office automation systems may be used within the supply chain to process organizational business data, such as personal details of employees and supplier information. Furthermore, communication systems are used by all logistic functions to relay important information along the supply chain using voice, email, physical documentation, and person-to-person meetings. Transaction processing systems, such as RFID and barcodes, are used to tag the batches of straws to identify the product line and batch number. This is useful in the efficient distribution of straws to warehousing facilities and retailers. Electronic data interchange uses this information to analyze best-selling SKUs, allowing for forecasting and production decisions using decision support systems. However, the future of the plastic straw industry is uncertain, with environmental sustainability initiatives gaining traction, citing single-use plastic items as one of the biggest contributors to pollution. This could prove quite the challenge for the industry. In the past 2 years alone, we've seen entire countries, towns, and organisations banning or planning on banning the use of single-use plastic items such as bags and straws. Both Coles and Woolworths stopped providing single-use bags, and many food outlets switched out plastic straws for paper. Plastic straw manufacturers may want to reconsider their use of plastic, with over 80% of landfill and ocean pollution being contributed to non-biodegradable plastic. Biodegradable and reusable material may be the future for the straw industry, with single-use plastic straws being subject to decreased consumer demand and legislative constraints. Thank you for joining me today for my weekly report on industry-based logistics. Next week, tyres.